We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now Hall to start the drive. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in Week 4. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching them try to take away that area of the field.
Now he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, it's Harris pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Harris is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Fielded at the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Jones. got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Check, 48's the mark. Check. Ready. Stay in situation. Let's go. 48.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Hall again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Out right, he's got Ruckert. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, it gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. He's got his man, Thornton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Harris running straight ahead, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They run for it with Harris. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. They run again with Harris. Gets past him at the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson back into his end zone. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll be out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Check 31. Check 52.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tackle on that play by Quinnen Williams.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Quick completion to Henry. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll try the right side with Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now here's another carry for Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Jones throwing on first down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Pats add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run again with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
On the give, this is Harris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's brought in by Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Patriots are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Patriots.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Patriots, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.